What is up, vlog? We arrived in Rome. We are in Italia. Hashtag Italjim, hashtag Parmesan. We're here. So, I'll do a tour of our Airbnb. So you walk in, we have kitchen, very nice. Fridge here, and we have a cute little balcony. I don't know how to open the door though, but look how pretty. Oh, I didn't even notice that tower when I was looking out here just a second ago. Wow. And then right here we have the pasta poster, and this is very important. I wonder if they have my favorite type of pasta on here. My favorite type of pasta is radiatori. It's the best one. I don't think it's on here, but these are all the pastas. Wow, so beautiful. And then, oh, there's some nice decorations up here, more plates, a nice beam. And here's the living room. We got the fun wallpaper, accent wall. I like the blue that we have going. And then couch, chairs, table, posters. And then we go into this hallway, and this one is my room. There's my Sintra sweatshirt hanging up. I have this fun little lamp. Let's see what my view is. I cannot see. I think it's just showing my phone. Okay. I have mirror, desk, this thing. This is a nice setup. And then there's like a nice whole shelf along the way here, and they have a letterboard. It says Shroom Me Rave. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. And I wanted to change it to jumping and popping, but I can't find where the letters are, so I guess it's just gonna say as Shroom Me Rave. But I have this wallpaper. I like this one. It's nice and light. It's not too busy. You just got the light blue with some gold patterns. And then these fun little lamp things. But that's it. I get my own room this time, so I'm happy. Oh, I also have these in my room. The dog with the donut and the bow, and the dog with the headphones. I love them. And then here's our bathroom. Oh, here's my fit check for today. Aritzia top, American Eagle shorts again. Shower, a little drying rack or whatever, and then this part is blue tile, and I really like this tile, so I just thought I would tell you that. Here's Haley's room. They have fun accent wallpaper again. Ottoman, ball light. You guys didn't get a letterboard. And then this hallway is mom and dad's. They have lots of little frames with little pictures. Oh, I like this one. That one's nice. That's like what I used to draw back when I had creativity. Creativity's too hard now, so. Oh, I like the pineapples. And then here's their room. They have a nice light. Oh, I like this wallpaper. It's green. Dad is doing work on vacation. And then they have an elliptical, which is fun. I don't think it's actually plugged in, but you can still use it. And they have mirror. This is mom and dad's bathroom, and it's huge. Look at this shower. Love that tile, gorgeous. It is huge. That's crazy. Like the rain head again, and then they have a little flower light. And laundry. And they have the same fun blue tile. Oh, I just noticed Haley went outside, so I just don't know how to work the door, I guess. I think I just wasn't turning the handle enough, actually. But here's the outside. Wow. I love everyone's little balconies. Look at, like, especially that one with all their little plants. And we have a couple little plants too. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. So that's our house tour. We did get some snacks earlier, which I didn't show you. But we got a cheese board, and it was delicious. I had Italian Parmesan, and if you know me, you know Parmesan is like my lifelong, one of my favorite foods. When I was a small child, I wouldn't eat sometimes, but if you gave me Parmesan cheese, I would eat it. And then from like kindergarten to like 9th grade, every single day, literally without missing a single day. Every day for my school lunch, I would eat pasta with Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan, so it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was so tasty. So very, very happy about that. I was very satisfied with our cheese board. And yeah, we're gonna go to dinner later. It's about 5 o'clock right now, so we're gonna go, I think, to a supermarket to get some stuff for the house, and then places for dinner don't open until about 7, so we'll go then, and I will show you what we get. Sophie got cacio e pepe. It looks very good. Alright, the pizzas have arrived. Haley got a margarita. Dad got sausage, mushroom, and egg. Me and Mom got mushroom. It looks so good. I love mushroom. Okay, first bite. It's incredible. Normally, I'm not a thin crust person, but Italia does it better. So, 10 out of 10. And we got an arancini. Look at that. Finally, the tiramisu. So we just got back from dinner. I would say it was a hit with everybody. Sophie's pasta was insane. Our pizzas were all delicious. The tiramisu, amazing. We ate it in about 0.3 seconds. So yeah, I would say it was a pretty good dinner. And I chose the restaurant, so slay for me. But yeah, Mom, Haley, and Dad are going back out, I think, to go shopping. Me and Sophie are going to sleep because we're tired. Oh, the restaurant was called Papa Ray, R-E. So if you are ever in Rome, would recommend that spot. It was the first spot we tried, but now our expectations are high. So we'll see if we meet them, if we meet those expectations tomorrow when we cook our own dinner. You guys will have to tune in. We're taking a cooking class, and we're doing ravioli, fettuccine, and tiramisu. So will our tiramisu stack up to the Italian standards? We'll find out tomorrow. Hey gang, happy Tuesday. I just got out of the gym. I am so unbelievably sweaty, but it's awesome. I would much prefer to be sweaty than cold. So I'm very happy about that. I love the whole thing Europe does with like barely having air conditioning. It's amazing. It's like just enough so that you're not like dying like in 100-degree heat outside, but you're just like comfortable. And by you, I mean me. Everyone else is complaining about it, but I love it. The gym was pretty awesome. I'm tired though, but it was like a total bodybuilder gym. They had literally every machine in the world. Like I've never seen like half those machines in my life. Like there were some pretty interesting ones that I've never seen before. They were so random. There was this one calf raise machine, and it's like you literally just bend over forward and you rest like your elbows on a platform, and then your like hips, your butt is pressed up against another platform, and you calf raise against that. That's where the weight is. I was like, I've never seen calf raises done like that. I don't know. I didn't try it. Maybe it hits different. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. I'll see what the hype's about. But there were so many machines. It was crazy. After I finished my main lifts, I just went and played around because it was so much fun. It's like a little playground. I also had some mid-workout entertainment while I was warming up. There were a couple Italian guys. They were arguing about something. They were getting heated. And it was just really entertaining because they're Italian and they're speaking in very heated Italian. And they have, the hand gestures of Italians. They're really getting into it. So that was quite entertaining. And it was also just generally a much better workout than I had the other day in Lisbon, because this time I have carbohydrates in my body. So slay. Also, the weather today is actually really nice. They've been having like a crazy heat wave here, and it's been like in the hundreds. It's not anymore. But yesterday it was like 102 and it was bright sunny. It was so hot. it was like you walk outside for like 5 minutes and you're just gassed. Ooh, look at, that's pretty. Those are pretty colors. Anyway, but today it's only like 90 out, and I don't think it's quite 90 yet, probably not. But there's a little breeze, it's cloudy, so it's just like, it's nice and warm, and I'm vibing. Alright vlog, fit check for today. We are finally wearing the Amazon dress. Slay. And hair, match nails, love it. We are getting lunch. Look at this meat and cheese plate, so pretty. Alright vlog, oh, what is this? Alright vlog, we finished our lunch. We got gelato, and we are on the way to our cooking class. So by where we got lunch, there was also a little market, and I picked up some truffle seasoning. It's in here. I'm not going to show you because I only have one hand, but they're pretty good sized containers. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but very good deal. My dad haggled them. We got it 2 for $40, which is really good for real truffle. The reason I wanted this is because truffle seasoning is like the only seasoning that I can really have. I can have like Italian seasoning, and then other than that, that's like it, because I can't have garlic and onion, and they're in freaking everything. So I always season whenever I make fish or whatever. I usually eat fish at home. That's what I season it with. But I'm almost out of my fake truffle seasoning from Trader Joe's that they don't make anymore. So I was like, let's see if they have anything here. And they did, and I got it, and now I'm happy. Cooking time. Chef time. Here's the pasta I made. Fettuccine, ravioli, slay. We cooked the pasta.
Here's Sophie, can you do it, Sophie?
Yeah. Mom's the only one who got red sauce. Wow. We are chef. So gorgeous. We also made tiramisu. Here she is. So cute. Alright gang, we're here at Trevi Fountain. So the superstition is if you take a coin and you throw it with your right hand over your left shoulder, then you'll come back. So we're coming back. So this is some ancient ruins, but more importantly, there are cats here. It's a cat colony. Look at them go.
They feed them every day.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. Alright vlog, so I'm back at the hotel now. The lighting is so bad. I'm so incredibly blurry. That's a little bit better. My hair is crazy, but it's fine. So we made our dinner. We ate our ravioli, our fettuccine, and our tiramisu for dinner, and it was delicious. We are such good chefs. Hashtag #EatAllChef. After that, we just jumped and popped around the city for a little bit. We were in the historical area, so like Trevi Fountain, Pantheon, all that type of stuff. So we checked that out, did some shopping. I don't think, none of us really found that much today, but I just like looking in stores. I like to browse, and it's cool to just see all the stuff they have. There's a lot of like leather, like bag, purse stores. There's a gnat right here. Because Florence in particular in Italy specializes in leather in like the world, and Rome is close enough, so there's a lot of like leather stuff made in Italy. So I don't know, maybe I want to try and find something, and like there's these bright green leathers that they have, and I would love to find a bag in that, but they like don't have any that are the size I want, but maybe I'll find one soon. But yeah, Rome is very different than Lisbon, I do have to say. There are, unfortunately, a lot less colors, but that just, it wouldn't work with the style here. It's very pretty how it is. There's lots of, most of the buildings are like, kind of like a neutral, like orangish kind of vibe. And just the architecture in general is really pretty. There's a lot of stonework, a lot of stone buildings. There's just a lot of really old stuff here. Like basically everything here is probably like older than the United States as a country. But yeah, it's really pretty, and the floors, the sidewalks, all of that, they are still cobblestone here, so put your sneakers on. You're not gonna be wanting to wear sandals, you're not gonna be wanting to wear heels, put your sneakers on. But yeah, it's crazy how you can just like be walking around like a normal day out in the town, just taking a walk to the store, taking a walk to the gym, and you just see this like super old, like beautiful architecture building just randomly in the city. And it's like not even like one of the famous ones. It's just there. The one annoying thing about the city is that the roads here are a lot. There's still a lot of really narrow roads where you can't drive that much, but then there's also like some bigger roads, and they're impossible to cross. It is really busy in that area, the downtown or the historical area. There are a billion people, and there's also a billion cars, and they don't like to stop for you, especially the motorcycles. The motorcycles will try and go through, they'll go through the narrow areas, and they won't like wait for you to cross. They will. There was one that came within like half a foot of me, and I was like, sorry. So yeah, just be aware of that. It is very crowded. It took me a long time to get back here just because of how many people there were. But that is what happens when you are in a tourist area in the middle of summer. So we were prepared for it. But even still, it is easier to walk most places because the driving, like there are still a ton of cars on the road, but there's also people crossing the road all the time. It's like the cars don't really stop for the people, but the people also don't really stop for the cars. So it's like, I don't know, no one's really getting anywhere very fast. But there are more sidewalks in like general than roads. So a lot of times it's faster to just walk than drive, even just in general. So I wouldn't want to rent a car here either. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're trying to like go somewhere far or go between cities. But driving here, it looks like a nightmare. Like walking in the super busy areas isn't exactly fun, but driving would be so much worse. Like in our area, we're a little bit outside the historical area. We're in Trastevere, and so that's where I was when I walked to the gym this morning. It was all in Trastevere, and that wasn't too bad of a walk. That was a lot faster. But when you're going to the crowded, especially touristy areas, be prepared for it to take twice as long as you think it will. But yeah, that's all for today. Tomorrow we have nothing specific planned yet, so you're just coming along for the adventure. We'll see what happens. Hey vlog, happy Wednesday. I am jumping and popping my way home from the gym again. I really enjoy that gym, so I went again today. I used the funny little calf raise machine just to see what it was all about. I'll show you the video. Okay, you just watched the video. It's just a fun little machine. I don't really get what the point of doing them like that is. I guess it's just an alternative way to load it so you don't have to hold the weights, I guess, so you can load it more. That makes sense. I guess that's what it is. It seems like a lot of a hassle to do that, but it was fun to use. So today we decided we're gonna go to the art museum. I think the Contemporary Art Museum. I'll correct myself later if I'm wrong. But we're gonna do that, and there's apparently like some pretty gardens around there. So we'll look at those. Sorry, there was something on my leg. Something else is that I woke up with like a ton of bug bites. And that is so weird because I think they're mosquito bites. I would guess. I don't know what else would bite me. But I never get mosquito bites. Like, I can't remember the last time I got a mosquito bite. It's been literally years. Like, they just don't like my blood, at least at home. But apparently the Italy mosquitoes must really like my blood because I'm covered in them. For what? Oh my god, wait. I think I cracked the code. So, mosquitoes suck your blood. So they're like vampires, because vampires also suck your blood. And traditionally, vampires are Italian. And you can kill a vampire with garlic, but I can't eat garlic because I'm majorly intolerant to it. So that means there's no garlic in my blood. So that's why the Italian mosquitoes want my blood. It makes so much sense. Oh my god. Alright, we are here at the National Modern Art Gallery. Alright, so that was the art museum. I made another little montage. The cicadas are insanely loud here. They clearly have lots to say. So sorry about that. But now we're heading to get lunch. And then right now we're walking through these gardens to get there. But after lunch we'll actually walk through the gardens because they're very pretty and also huge. So we need some food before we do that. We got some lunch. I forgot to show you it, but whatever. We're here at McDonald's now because James he's having McDonald's withdrawals, so we had to get McDonald's and try some of the stuff. Bro, the Italian McDonald's is insane. Look at all these. Bro, they got McDonald's tiramisu. That's crazy. They have mini donuts here, so we'll try that. Okay, so my opinion on that is, why is it cold? I don't want a cold donut. That was weird. We also, of course, ordered a McFlurry, so we'll see if that is any better. So this is the McFlurry. What is it?
Baci Perugino.
Some chocolatey thing. Okay, McFlurry was much better. You can't go wrong with chocolate. It had a little bit of like hazelnuts, kind of tasted like Ferrero Rocher, but it's McDonald's ice cream. You can't go wrong. Alright, we're about to do the gardens now, so we'll get another little montage of that. All right, we finished at the gardens and now we are doing some shopping on the way home. And I found myself a little green bag. I just fell in a hole. I found myself a little green bag. Isn't it cute? They still don't have wrist straps anymore, but I realized I can take my other one off and attach it to this one. So it's a double epic win because this one spins and I like that it does that. So yay me, fun bag, slay. Look at this margarita pizza with buffalo mozzarella. That's the good stuff. Scrumptious. Haley and Sophie got fettuccine with parmesan and butter. Our dad got seafood pasta.
Mussels.
Local mussels. Our mom's got tortillas, mushrooms. Haley got a cute little coffee. It's so small, so tiny. Okay, vlog. I'm back at the hotel and I realized I forgot to fit check today, which is a real shame because I love this outfit. So we're fit checking now. So we got the black wrap dress from Aritzia, slay. And then it goes so well with my bright green new bracelet bag. Obsessed, a fit, slay. Oh yeah, I'll go a little further back so you can see the whole thing. I'm on my tippy toes. But isn't that such a slay? Oh, I love this bag. I love green. I love colors. The lighting's pretty decent in the bathroom, so I'll just stay here for the rest of it. But we finished dinner. You guys saw it. It was incredible. And let me just say, I picked the place again. So that's 2 for 2 for me picking good Italian places. That place was called Poppy Poppy. It's spelled P-O-P-I and then just twice. And so good, very authentic Italian. That's where like the locals go. So it was good. My pizza was awesome. It was a margarita pizza, but it had the buffalo mozzarella cheese, which is the really good stuff. And then everyone else got their pastas, which were really good. And then we got some calamari and a fried zucchini blossom at the beginning. The fried zucchini blossom, I tried a little piece of it. It was very good, actually. I think that's one of the Italian specialties in a lot of places. But it was just like a very light flavor, and then it was filled with cheese, and you know how I feel about cheese. So that was great. And then for dessert, we got tiramisu again, because how can you not in Italy? When in Rome. And that was definitely my favorite tiramisu we've had the whole trip. It was less coffee-y than usual, and it had chocolate shavings in the middle layer, which was amazing. And the cream is always my favorite part of tiramisu, and this one was extra good. So amazing dinner. So happy about it. I love that I can like eat food here because like their ingredients are they're so good at what they do that they don't need extra spices. They don't need extra ingredients. So like in the US, like all of the pizza crust, all of the pizza sauces, they all have all these powders, all this garlic, and all this onion powder. But in Italy, they don't do that unless it's like specially a garlic pizza. So I can eat pizza because it's literally just bread, tomatoes, and cheese. And it's awesome. So yeah, I had a great dinner. And something that's even more exciting is tomorrow is Colosseum Day. Yes, you heard that right, the Colosseum. That is indeed the building from the Jopping music video and from the backgrounds of every single Jopping performance. It is that building. Guys, I'm so excited to jump and pop tomorrow. You have no idea. So just get ready for it. Like we're going to keep it jumping and popping here all night, getting ready to jump and pop at the Colosseum tomorrow. I just took my hair out, so excuse the fact that I look insane. But I figured out why I'm getting all those mosquito bites now. It's because my room is filled with mosquitoes. Yay! You know what? I guess the mosquitoes are keeping it jumping and popping all night too, and who am I to blame them for it? Alright vlog, it is almost time. Almost time for the Colosseum, almost time for the dropping building. But first, fit check. So we have the white crisscross Aritzia top and jean shorts. And again, it goes so well with my little green bag. Hi vlog. I have now been to the dropping building. My life is complete. My life is forever changed. I jumped and popped at the jumping and popping the dropping building. It was crazy. We almost didn't make it. We were supposed to get a taxi there, and then no taxi ever came. So we had to jump and pop like no one has ever jumped and popped before all the way there. We had to jump and pop so quickly. But we made it with like 2 minutes to spare. Thank goodness. But I took a bunch of videos, so here's what's probably gonna be a pretty long montage. It will obviously be set to dropping because it's literally the dropping building from the dropping music video by Super M. If you haven't streamed that, make sure to stream that. But here's a montage. So I'll start with you'll get a little taste of the dropping building, and then there's some Roman Forum, and Palatine Hill, and then the Colosseum. I'll label a couple things, like if I remember exactly what they were, if they were something particularly interesting. But here's that.
I don't even care, 여기 눈에 태운 stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it bang. Put your hands in the air, let me see you bounce. To the left, to the right, step and round. Cause when we jumpin', it's poppin', we choppin'. Choppin', choppin', choppin'. You know how we get down. Droppin', how we get down. Choppin', how we get down. Cause when we jumpin' and poppin', we choppin'. Step on the floor. Over the competition, ready, looking one-sided. Up like a 747 with a flyer. Stuck in this life style, you should try it. So 시작해, make it last, from the back. Yeah, give me that. The roof's on fire, let it burn to an ash. We gon' keep it dropping till the DJ bring it back down. Melaba like a paraglide. 나타나 in a paraslide. 떠나자 out to paradise. Come back head to a better life. Gotta move, watch your money monsoon. Make the crowd go wild in a small room. Let me see you put it on like a costume. 어디까지 번져갈지 몰라. We love to move it, keep it going, don't stop. It's in your nature, mighty girl, what you want. 춤을 춰봐. We go on and on, jumping like that's all you want. Don't stop letting it go, cause you got that glow. You know how we get down, jumping, how we get down, jumping, how we get down. Cause when we jumping and popping, we chopping. I don't even care, 여기 눈에 태운 stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it bang. Put your hands in the air, let me see you bounce. To the left, to the right, step and round. Cause when we jumpin', it's poppin', we choppin'. You think you're big ball, throwing 3 stacks. I'ma show you how to ball, you a mismatch. Opinionated, but I'm always spitting straight facts. Throw it back, I'ma throw this on a new track. Made up, I got my side to see. Exciting, go and drop the beat. We gotta jump in the body, don't stop. 진짜라기 전부터 시작이니까. 이곳이 파티인데 바비 어딜가. We'll keep it jumping and popping here all night. Jump to the front if you want it. Hands up to the radio. Don't stop letting it go, like you don't care. I don't even care, 여기 눈에 태운 stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it bang. Put your hands in the air, let me see you bounce. To the left, to the right, step and round. 모두 힐됐어, 뒤를 벗어난 하나 된 신세계 펼쳐. Play the music loud. 사랑해, cause tonight's gonna set you free. I don't even care, 여기 눈에 태운 stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it bang. Put your hands in the air, let me see you bounce. To the left, to the right, step and round.
So I hope you enjoyed that montage of the Jopping building, the experience completed with the Jopping soundtrack in the background. I'll just tell you a couple of the things that I thought were the most interesting about the building. So it was built in 72 AD, like literally 2,000 years ago, which is insane for how good of condition it's still in. Like that building, it's not coming down. And they built the entire thing in just 8 years, which is crazy. It's also fully because of slave labor, an unbelievable amount of slave labor, but still crazy. And it was the amphitheater where the gladiators fought. They fought all the time. It was the entertainment of the town. And I always thought they would fight to the death, but apparently they didn't always do that. Most of the time they actually didn't do that. They just fought till there was a winner and a loser. And they had animal fights as well. And they were like elevators. So I labeled some of this in the montage, but we got to see the underground as well as like the first floor of the Colosseum. And underground was so there was 2 levels of the underground. The underground was where the slaves worked, because there were a bunch of elevators that they obviously weren't electrically powered, so the slaves would power those. And then the top basement floor was where the gladiators would go, and also the animals they had fight and prepare to fight. And then they would go inside of the little elevator, and they would get raised up in a trap door to the floor of the Colosseum to fight each other. And the reason there's no longer any floor is because the floor was made out of wood every single time. It was always made out of wood, and they had to rebuild it every single year, and then they obviously stopped doing that. But there is this, so the animal fights, the funniest thing was that there was like this old rock that they found that had inscriptions. I showed you it. It had the gladiators, and it also had, it's a close-up picture I'll show you right here. It also had a picture of a dog chasing a bunny. That's right. They had a picture of Jax. So Jax he just justifies the fact that he has brutally murdered multiple families of baby bunnies by the fact that he's just doing a tribute to the Colosseum, to the gladiators, to the Jopping building. And who am I to deny him that? But for real, Jopping building, Colosseum was incredible. It was definitely my favorite thing we've done so far on this trip. So it is definitely a must do. Definitely do it with a tour guide. I would also do the Roman Forum because it was pretty interesting too. And so the underground part of the Colosseum, to do that, you have to get a tour, and it's a separate ticket than a ticket to just the Colosseum. But that is a must do because the underground was really cool, and we got to go in like all these other places that no one else could go, and there were just a lot less people. And also it was like 20 degrees cooler there. It was so hot today, like we were dying if we were in the sun, but underground it was quite nice. But yeah, that was our Colosseum experience. 10 out of 10 recommend. It was incredible. And after that we went to get lunch, so here's our clips of that. I got a crepe with ricotta and spinach, and I love savory crepes, but like I can never find them anywhere at home anymore because the one crepe place that we had in our town closed down like 5 years ago, and I miss it. But crepes are so tasty. If you haven't had a savory crepe, you need to try it. So I was very happy about that. And then Dad got a seafood pizza, Sophie got truffle pasta, and then we got some french fries as well because we needed something salty. And then we went to a pastry place because I'm like, we're in Italy. Why haven't we seen any cannolis yet? Why haven't we gotten cannolis? And we saw a place that had mini cannolis, so it was perfect. And they were very tasty. We got a chocolate, a pistachio, and just a regular cream. The regular cream is my favorite by far. It's ricotta based, and obviously by the fact that I got a ricotta crepe, you know that I like ricotta. But it was a very thick cream. It was thicker than anything like I've ever had in a cannoli before, but it was very tasty. So obviously if you come to Italy, you gotta get the cannolis. But otherwise, that is it for Italy. Tomorrow we leave for Greece. So that is very exciting. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications because the Greece vlog is coming soon. And if you didn't watch the Portugal vlog, go watch the Portugal vlog, subscribe. And this isn't going to be the end. I decided after the trip I'm going to add segments to each of the vlogs on what my pros and cons are for each of the places we went and what my favorite things were. And hopefully I will get the family involved to do that as well. But yeah, subscribe. All right, it's Grace from after the trip, back at home. But I wanted to add on segments at the end of each vlog, talking about my favorite things, least favorite things from each country after the whole trip. So, Rome. So the pros of Rome, definitely number one, the food was incredible. And the fact that I could actually eat a lot of it was incredible. It was so nice to be able to eat the food there, and it was so tasty. All of the pizzas were so good. The pasta, I could have the pasta that we made because like I made them cook it with no sauce or anything, and I didn't feel that bad asking for that because I made the pasta, and it was still so tasty. And like they had, like most restaurants would have like a cheese plate as an option, so like you could just go for lunch and your family can split a cheese plate. And I love cheese and I could eat cheese. So it was beautiful. And like, it was a little different than like Lisbon, where you kind of had to like pick out restaurants because there were a lot more of the tourist trap ones that kind of sucked. But in Rome, like even the touristy restaurants were still good. Like no matter where you ended up, you were going to get good food. So definitely big pro of that right there. And then the scenery of the general city was also just super cool. It was definitely a different vibe than Lisbon, but it was still very cool. It was really neat that you could just like see all these like ancient buildings just all over the place. And like not even all of them were like famous ones. It was just like, oh look, it's this random super old intricate building and it's like not anything, but it's just there. And it was crazy. But it was a lot more overwhelming, intimidating. I don't know. It was just like a lot to be a pedestrian in Rome because there's 11 billion people there all the time. The sidewalks are super crowded. The roads are insane. I would not ever recommend you try to drive on the Roman roads. They are crazy. Lanes are just a suggestion. They don't believe in lanes. They don't believe in like stopping and like letting people pass or like letting pedestrians go through. If everyone is honking all of the time, it's insane. So just like walking around there is a lot of noise all the time. So that was a lot for me and my little sensory issues, but like it was worth it. It was nice. Like it's still a very walkable city, which was nice. We walked everywhere all the time. Like we were getting like 30,000 steps a day. So if you care about your step count, you don't need to worry about it at all. If you're in Rome, you will probably double and triple it. Another thing about Rome that I didn't particularly enjoy is that like the ancient buildings are super cool, but with ancient buildings comes ancient plumbing. And my room is by the bathroom, and it kind of generally smelled a little bit like sewage all of the time. So that like wasn't great, but like what are you gonna do? I also didn't enjoy that my room was filled with breeding mosquitoes, but that is not, I don't think that's the norm in Rome. Just try not to get a room that's filled with mosquitoes. And it's like our place was nice, but the mosquitoes got in there. I don't know if the mosquitoes are like a normal thing in the summer in Rome. There weren't really any in Portugal or Greece, but I guess if you're going to Rome, bring some mosquito cream, bring some BioFreeze if you can. It's a liquid, but BioFreeze on mosquito bites, game changer. But my favorite thing in Rome was easily the Colosseum. Like, besides the fact that I meme on it for being the dropping building, and I think that's incredible and it's the funniest thing in the world to me, like, ignoring that, it was one of the coolest experiences of my entire life. It was just incredible just seeing, like, the magnitude of the building and just the architecture and how good of condition it's still in, just how intricate everything is, and how long ago it was built. Like, we don't have history in the United States. And just to think about how that was built 2,000 years ago, and it still looks like that, is insane. And the underground tour was insane as well. It was so cool just like learning about all of the stuff that they used that building for and how they built it and all of that. So that was like definitely one of the highlights of the entire trip for me. All right, so for Rome, we just have Mom here, but she was the whole travel planner, so her opinion can be the whole family's. It can count for everyone else. So, favorite part of Rome?
It's always the Colosseum. I just love the Colosseum. I think it's so fascinating. The history is so cool. The fact that they built that structure so long ago and it's still standing the way it is amazing to me. And I didn't even remember that a lot of it was missing because they kind of stole all the pieces to recycle them and use them for other things, and it didn't necessarily fall down. It was just ravaged by scalpers, basically. But yeah, that was really cool, and we got to see more of the underground this time around than they had available when I was there 10 years ago. So that's my favorite.
And then, new question. So what was your favorite meal in Rome?
My favorite meal was the one we made in our cooking class. Our pasta was really good, and the sauces they used there were so good. I just had a tomato basil sauce, but it was so fresh and light and simple. It was delicious. And the butter sage sauce they made for our ravioli was awesome too. That was my favorite.
And then
tiramisu.
Yes, tiramisu is always
and
very
gelato.
important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dessert is always the best.
Yes, always extremely important part.
Yes.
You cannot go without it, especially in Italy. So is there anything else in Rome that you wish we would have done that we didn't, or did we kind of hit everything this time?
I think we hit a lot of the big spots. I think there's probably so much I have no idea about because I've only been there a couple days at a time each time I've been, that I hit the same spots over again, I think, but because we wanted to show you guys. But I'm sure there's so much more to see, and I would love to go back and spend a longer time there. But I would also love to have taken you guys further into the countryside. Tuscany, I think, is magical, and the food is even better in other parts of Italy than I think it is in Rome. So I would just explore more.
All right, so that's it for the Rome vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, smash like, and comment. If you didn't watch the Portugal vlog, go back and watch that. And then stay tuned for the Greece vlog that's coming up next.